Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Brian with Games Under Pressure, bringing you a look at one of my new favorite games called Downwell. I'm going to get a little bit ahead of myself right now and tell you to just go out and buy this. It's available right now. It's $2.99 on Steam. That's it. This game is incredible. I've already gotten about 6 hours of playtime out of this $2.99 game, and I can see myself playing a lot more. So if you're a value-minded gamer, this is definitely one to check out. So what is Downwell? Well, it's an interesting game. Number one, it's got sort of an 8-bit aesthetic, and it's got sort of a MIDI soundtrack, and in addition to the aesthetic, it has sort of an 8-bit feel to it. What you're going to do is play as this little dude who has guns in his feet. He has gun boots on. He jumps down this very long, very dangerous well, and on his way down are a number of enemies, platforms, things like that. He has to shoot his way to the bottom. There are 3 levels in each little stage, so you'll go 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and then you'll move on to the next level. Each level looks and plays a little bit differently, so there's a nice variety there. The core mechanic of the game are the gun boots, though, and as you can see, as you're falling, a lot of the time you can't really see where the enemies are beneath you or where a platform is beneath you. So what you're going to need to do is use your gun boots to slow down your descent. Now, there are some guns that when you fire them, your descent is slowed down just a little bit. There are other weapons that when you fire them, you almost pause in the air. Both are temporary. They just give you enough time in order to see where you're falling, line up some shots on enemies, but there's no stopping this descent. I mean, you can hang out on a platform for a second or two, but for the most part, you are falling. You use your gun boots to, number one, take out enemies beneath you, and then give yourself a second or two, if not less, to plan where you're going to land, plan how you're going to take out these enemies beneath you. You start out with a weapon that is pretty standard. It's about what you would expect in a game like this. It fires in quick little bursts. You can hold down the button and keep firing. Scattered throughout each one of these levels are a few different things. First of all, you're going to find different weapon power-ups. So you're going to be able to swap out your weapon whenever you find one of those power-ups. Some are better than others. A little bit later on in this video, I'll find a laser, which is one of my favorite weapons. And here is another thing that's scattered throughout: merchants. So what you can do is gather the little gems, which you get from killing certain enemies. You get them from breaking certain blocks. There are a lot of gems scattered throughout, and you can see that as I'm hitting these enemies, these little gemstones are flying all over the place. Well, the ticker in the upper right hand corner of the screen is showing how many you have at any given time. You can use those to get additional charges, and probably most importantly, to regain health at a few different merchants. The other thing that's scattered all around is what you see right here, which are basically little caverns that have these, I don't know what you'd call them, like gemstone ores, where you can hit it a few times and get a few hundred gemstones. So all 3 are really valuable. You don't want to miss a merchant. You don't want to miss a power-up. You don't want to miss the little gemstone pile. It's pretty cool. So as you're going through, those almost act as respites. Here is something interesting. At the end of each stage, and keep in mind there are 3 stages per level, at the end of each stage you have the ability to select a permanent power-up. Now, the power-ups can range. There are quite a few of them. So one will be like whenever you hit a block or destroy a block, it'll shoot bullets up. Another is it'll allow you to attract gemstones to you, so you don't have to go and manually collect all of them. Another one might be boosters in your boots. There are a lot of different things, and those remain in the bottom left-hand corner. You can see those remain until you die. And the brutal part about this game is there's very little that carries over between deaths. So you're going to be playing the same level. I believe it's procedurally generated, so it's going to change every single time. Or at least that I haven't seen a level that is familiar yet, so I think it's all procedural. But you're going to not be able to carry anything over. Every time that you play this level, you're going to start from scratch, from zero, no power-ups, no gemstones, nothing. There is a little bit of progression, overall progression, I guess. You're going to be able to unlock palettes. Like you can see, typically the main aesthetic of this game is black and white and red. I changed it to black, white, and blue. There are also other things that sort of emulate a Game Boy, make the screen purple, things like that. So there's a lot of fun stuff that you can play with. But for the most part, it's every single time you play this, you're starting from scratch. It's pretty brutal. But I think that's one of the keys to the fun of this game, to continue on the same sort of level, same enemies, and just see how far you can get. This game is very, very difficult too. Towards the end, you'll see at the end of this video when I'm in the third world, which is a really cool underwater world, it gets really, really difficult. And it gets to the point where there's so much happening on screen. It's all about just managing that chaos. And it's a really, really fun experience. And I totally wasn't paying attention there. That's why I lost a life. But it's a really, really cool experience. And every single time you start playing this, you're like, okay, this time I can do it. This time I can get further than I've ever gotten before. And it's almost this invigorating. Oh, by the way, this is my favorite weapon, the laser. In my experience, it's the most powerful weapon in the game. I haven't encountered anything that's more powerful. But if you get the laser, keep the laser because it's awesome. There's the progression is also really nice too in these games, in that you get a little bit more powerful with each stage. You get power-ups, or you buy something from the merchant that makes you feel a little bit more powerful. That while it doesn't scale relative scale to the difficulty of the game, you feel like you're getting a little bit more powerful. You're still outmatched, you're still outgunned, it's still just a crazy cacophony of destruction and chaos and death and mayhem, but it feels a little bit more manageable. It's almost like a casino game where they sort of draw you in little by little by little by little, and there are a few games that I've experienced in my life that are these, okay, one more game kind of things when it's 4 a.m. That's Downwell. Hands down, I mean, that is Downwell. It's one of those, okay, one more game, and before you know it, you already have 7 hours on your Steam page. So another interesting thing is the ability to select different styles. So as you go through, you unlock additional styles, and it really changes up the way that you play. So right now I'm using my favorite style, which is Boulder style. And with Boulder style, what you're able to do is gain 2 additional health points. So if you're playing the normal style, you'd only have 4 health points instead of 6. Right here with the upgrade screen, you lose the ability to select more than 2. So typically you have a selection of 3 to 4 depending on which class, 3 to 4 upgrades depending on which class that you choose. I only have access to 2, so that's one of the downsides of this class. I find that I play a little bit recklessly, as you can probably tell, so I definitely need the HP, but it really does change the game in fundamental ways, which is really cool. The closest thing that I could compare it to are the skulls in Halo, where the core game is still the same, but what happens is it really changes the game in some significant ways. I mean, it makes it harder, it makes it easier, depending on what skull that you have enabled. So there's some really interesting stuff in this game. So yeah, I mean, that's about all there is to it. It's an addicting game. It's incredibly fun. I love the look. The controls are so tight. I'm playing on an Xbox One controller. The controls just feel great. It's crisp. It responds exactly how you want it to. It's a simple game based on a simple idea, but it's so well done. It's so well executed that it is just one of my go-to waste some time kind of games right now. And I think it's important that everybody has one of those. So at $2.99, it's ridiculous. This game is an absolute steal. Go online, buy it. Just have some sort of like old school 8-bit fun. You can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong with this. So I'm going to be doing a review on Downwell in the next few days, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And I want to know if you're enjoying this game, or If you're not, if it's too difficult for you, I want to know what you're thinking about this, because for me, this is just a very, very special game. So let me know in the comments below. I'd ask that you please subscribe. That is really going to help me. It's going to allow me to keep bringing you videos like this in the future. I so much appreciate every single subscription that you guys throw my way. I can't tell you how much it means. So keep doing that. I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.